Great Britain away cleanly in lane number 4, the final of the women's double sculls. The Czech Republic in 1, New Zealand in 2, Australia 3, Great Britain in 4, the Ukraine in 5, Poland in lane number 6. Now, Great Britain are the defending world champions in this event. Australia are the silver medalists and should be on form their closest rivals.
Ukraine starts slowly always, and they get back into the field later on. They've got long, rangy athletes there who just spin along pretty well. But Great Britain got off to a good start, and they've got to demonstrate that power in this first half of the race, the first 1,000 meters.
Patterson and Reimer from New Zealand in lane at number 2, 6th in Lucerne this year. Well beaten by Great Britain, who were outright winners. And the British crew now in lane number 4 start to ease out to the front. They're a half a length up. It's a good sign, and it's an excellent start.
Danger area was the start, where Anna Watkins' worrying injury might have been damaged by that start. But now that they've got into their rhythm, she's been out of note for an awful lot of the time. They did get back together again in Lucerne, and they won there. They felt they were a bit rusty, but they've had 6 weeks to make it work. And look at that, they're stretching out. It's wonderful.
Encouraging, 3/4 of a length, almost up, going through the 500-meter mark. Great Britain over Australia. New Zealand currently in 3rd position. Now in the second 500, all of these crews will just stretch out into their race rhythm. It's imperative for Catherine Granger in the stroke seat just to keep it long and relaxed so they can be efficient. They want efficiency. They've done a good first 500. Nothing else needed right now but just containing their position, and you'll expect at the halfway mark, just before, they'll step up and attack that middle marker.
They're moving very well. Noticed in the one of the earlier races that Anna is just beating on the stroke side, the side nearest to us. She's beating Catherine into the water at the front of the catch. Now that is quite tough on her back, because she's taking the weight of the boat just ahead of her partner.
Australia were the fastest crew to the halfway mark in the comparisons of semi-final times, and we're now seeing the Australians moving back. It's gone from 3/4 of a length up by Great Britain to now a half a length, and outside Australia, New Zealand in lane number 2 are also making an effort. The crews realise the importance of this final, and some of them are starting to move early. New Zealand up in lane number 2 looks just picking up the pace again, going with Australia. Three boats starting to make their move at the halfway mark in this final of the women's double scull, led by Great Britain's Anna Watkins and Catherine Granger, defending champions. Been a bit of an unsettled season for this combination. Anna Watkins was out in the early part of the season with a back injury. They came back to Lucerne. It was shaky, but they won in style. They're looking good here now into the 3rd 500. The Czech Republic are in lane 1, New Zealand 2, Australia, the world silver medalists, are in lane number 3, Great Britain 4, Ukraine 5, Poland lane number 6.
You can see here from Australia, their stroke is shorter and more punchy. They sit more upright, but you can see the reach and the connection there of the British double as they reach out, put their sculls into the water at that full reach, and they've moved now out to a length ahead.
So Great Britain haven't really had the need to increase the rating, but just keeping it long, they've increased the speed here, and that's putting New Zealand and Australia under a tremendous amount of pressure. But a wise head on the shoulders of Catherine Granger. Been here, seen it, done it all before. 3 times Olympic silver medalist. She's got 5 World Championship gold medals. So all of that experience being drawn into this crew here. And Anna Watkins, well, what a find. She's got better and better over the years. Great Britain defending a 1 length lead into the 1500 meter mark. So 500 metres now remain in this final of the women's double scull, and Great Britain's Anna Watkins and Catherine Granger have done absolutely everything that's been asked of them. It's been cool and calm in the first 500. They got out quickly, and in the middle 1,000 they've established a fantastic rhythm that's just allowed them to sit along and float across the water, while all the time Australia, the world silver medalists, have attacked and battled and fought just to stay on their tail. And likewise New Zealand, who themselves now are starting to struggle. They were right up against the Australians in lane number 3. They're starting to find it hard to live with this pace. We have 300 metres remaining.
Australia moving. Australia have been very tenacious. They haven't let Great Britain get away. Last year it was 6 seconds that Great Britain was leading. Now there's an overlap, and that is interesting. I mean, Catherine has seen the danger, Britain has seen the danger, and they're moving on again. But it's a very, very closely fought battle between these two, and every bit as intriguing now as the men's coxless pair.
Great Britain sculling with such style and panache again. It's a length. Surely they have done enough as they come towards the last 100 metres in the final of the women's heavyweight double sculls. But New Zealand coming on for one last attack against Australia, and that's forced the Australians to respond. We have 5 or 6 strokes remaining. Here come Australia right on to the heels of Great Britain, but it's going to be a gold medal. It's 2 in a row for Great Britain in the women's double sculls, timed to perfection, executed with such class, and won with such style. Great Britain are again the world champions in the women's double scull. Well, Australia were forced to push one last time as New Zealand came right up onto their heels, and that kept them in the silver medal position. You can see though there how much that's taken out of both of them, Kerry Hoare and Kim Crowe.
Gary, that was closer than last year. It reflects a very difficult season for the double, and Anna Watkins being injured for a lot of the season. But I would think probably that any thoughts of doing any other boat involving the quad at all, which there was, that was raised before, that they might try and double up because there is time between the boats. I think that will be thrown out, because here they need to focus absolutely on this